Pro-India Marco Rubio to be next U.S. Secretary of State? Media report makes big claim. Trump likely to pick Rubio for the key position? But who is Marco Rubio? President-elect's likely pick for Secretary of State? Donald Trump is expected to name Florida Senator Marco Rubio as Secretary of State. According to media reports, the decision is not final, but Donald Trump seems to have settled on Marco Rubio, a loyalist whom he previously passed over as his vice presidential running mate. But who is Marco Rubio, Trump's likely Secretary of State? Born in Florida's Miami, on May 28, 1971, Marco Rubio has forged a strong reputation as a leading conservative leader, particularly in foreign policy. He is known for his hawkish stance on countries like China, Iran, and Cuba. Rubio's selection is seen as a strategic move by Trump to broaden his administration's leadership, potentially appealing to Latino voters who have historically leaned Democratic but have begun shifting toward Trump's vision. While Rubio has been a vocal advocate for a strong U.S. presence on the world stage, he has in recent years adjusted some of his positions to align with Trump's approach of restraint. Rubio's parents emigrated from Cuba in 1956, initially settling in Miami. They later moved to Las Vegas, where his father found work as a bartender and his mother as a hotel housekeeper. In 1985, the family returned back to Florida. He graduated from the University of Florida in 1993 and went on to earn a law degree from the University of Miami. His political career took off when he joined Republican Congresswoman Ileana Ros-Letnin's staff. In 1999, he was elected to the Florida House of Representatives, where he served until 2008, including stints as Majority Leader and Speaker. In 2009, Rubio launched his campaign for the U.S. Senate seat left vacant by Mel Martinez's resignation. Initially trailing Florida Governor Charlie Crist, Rubio's fortunes changed when Crist broke from the Republican Party and declared himself an independent. Rubio won the 2010 election by a significant margin in a three-way race. Once in the Senate, Rubio aligned himself with the conservative wing of the Republican Party. He opposed key Democratic initiatives such as gun control, the Affordable Care Act, and climate change legislation. Rubio's 2016 presidential campaign was initially seen as a strong challenge to Donald Trump. He positioned himself as a candidate who could unite the Republican Party establishment but struggled against Trump's dominance in the race. After a brutal series of defeats, Rubio suspended his campaign after losing the Florida primary. Following his return to the Senate, Rubio began to embrace more populist conservative views, aligning more closely with Trump's America First agenda. He became a vocal supporter of Trump and developed a strong working relationship with him. Meanwhile, when it comes to foreign policy, Rubio's stance has often reflected an interventionist approach, particularly regarding China and the Middle East.